Alright, so chat's taking a little while to show up here, but... laser, please. Okay, well, PonSnow did win the role, so PonSnow has chosen to ban second. Oh, there we go. Why do I have to listen to this? Alright, so Kajodenn is determining the pick order, PonSnow is determining to ban second, and Kajodenn has actually decided to pick second. Interesting strategy. But this is a best of 13, so players, not best of 13, this is a best of 11. Players have quite a bit of maps to play with. And we see an HR3 ban from Kajodenn. Rip, banger. And we see a Hidden 2 ban and a Fremod 2 ban. So it looks like we will unfortunately not be seeing the Taylor Swift played. A real shame. And finally we have the DT3 banned from Kajodenn. No finger control. Alright, up first to pick will be PonSnow. PonSnow is good at DT. I think everyone's familiar with that. But instead of going for DT, we're actually going to see a Nomad 2 pick. Interesting. The Nomad 2 this week is faster than Nomads in previous iterations. So that's interesting to take into consideration. I think that the 175 rather than the lower 160 is definitely factoring in to some of these players' comfort levels on this map. The 160 BPM, a couple players were complaining to us about it being too slow and being finger control rather than streams. So hopefully we'll see those players' stream potential here rather than their 160 finger control. And true, the Fremod 2 is indeed never catching a break. A real shame as well. That map slaps. Look what you made me cool. Alright, and we see the MP start command. So we will be heading into the first map of this match. Nomad 2, blue pick. Both players looking pretty comfortable on the opening section of this map. No one missing on the funny stacked stream. Right now, the score gap between these two, roughly 10k, is entirely based off of accuracy. At roughly 2.5 minutes, this map isn't really forgiving anywhere. It just goes on, and there's so much of a tapping requirement this early in a match where players are both really nervous. It's so easy to just let your mental slip for a second and just drop so much accuracy. At the halfway mark though, neither player looking to drop. Still an act game. And both players once more hitting the stacked double stream. No one dropping. PonSnow's act is creeping back up. While Kajoden's has gone down a little, PonSnow almost over-aiming that reverse slider, but recovers it. At this point, any miss is going to determine the map. Is this gonna come down to an active? I think so. And yeah, that will be a two-way FC on this map. Kajodenn does take the point off of having a higher AC throughout the map. He did drop quite a bit, almost 2 points of accuracy at the last quarter of the map, but his higher AC overall, and I think PonSnow actually with a really early break, costing him the map, like 10 combo in, or breaking really late at the end. I don't think I saw a break really late at the end though. Such a close map. If Kajodenn had broken right at the end, or if PonSnow had slightly higher AC throughout the map, that point could have gone over to the other side really easily. I think the map not having any sort of break in the middle definitely helped. Players really weren't able to see the score of their opponent, so they didn't really know. And we see a no mod 5 pick from Kajodenn. Let's go, we get the big circle gimmick. This was played last match as well, and scores on this map were kinda brutal. I think this one turned out a bit harder than what we were expecting for the two players last match, so we'll see if the players in this match fare better, or if they also get caught off guard by the big circles and lower AR. I think the AR 8.5 by itself shouldn't be too much of an issue. Without hidden on, AR 8.5 should be within the comfort range for most of these players, but the combination of CS0 plus AR 8.5 makes this pretty difficult. I don't know why it's saying CS5. I think the stats there are just wrong. Laser is lying to me. There's a couple of really challenging aim patterns in here, where players have to snap from the end of a circular slider to a circle in the middle to another circular slider. That could bother some people if they're sight reading this map or if they aren't comfortable on those exact angles. But I'm pretty sure the main differentiating factor on this map will be whoever's more comfortable on higher density, not on who's good at slider aim. And we see the MP start command going into the second map of this match. Kajodenn's first pick, no mod 5. Obviously, as you can tell by what's going on the screen, this is not CS5. And immediately the ACs on this are looking much lower than the no mod 2 already. PonSnow especially not having a great time on the AC. But both players are FCing. And that is a break from PonSnow. First break of this map. at around halfway through this map, Kajodenn's definitely in a really good position. He seems to be laughing at his accuracy. Not too sure what that means. And everyone holding through the free combo, which is good for Kajodenn because he's in the lead. But PonSnow definitely is praying for a Kajodenn break here, and very soon. And I think with that PonSnow break, Kajodenn is going to be taking this point. There's just not enough map left. And PonSnow, unfortunately, has neither the ACK nor the combo to really contest with Kajodenn, despite him breaking right there. What a spin. And what a point. 671k on No Mod 5. You never see gimmick scores that high. My goodness, these players. Unfortunately, I don't think the bounty has been completed. And instead, we will be going into PonSnow's pick. DT2. Among Us. This map is a map of all time. It's surprisingly good for the DT2 slot, actually. It's pretty speedy, roughly like 230 BPM with DT, AR 9.7, so it's not too dense, but it also isn't really testing reading. And CS 3.5 is slightly large, but nothing these players can't play, especially after playing CS 0. This map is very, very short though. With DT, it's only around a minute and a half, maybe like a minute 15. So every little bit of combo does matter on this map. Fun fact, a year ago, I sat in these players' exact spots. I played this as a DT2 in a show match, in 6 DT2 actually. So it's interesting to see this map make a comeback in the actual pool this time around. And here we go. DT2. Once again, just an active. Both of these players are definitely a high enough caliber to do really well on this map, and with PonSnow breaking right there, that's not a good sign for him on this map. Both players definitely have the ability to FC. And just like that, the map's halfway done. Another break, both players will be able to see each other's scores. Kajodenn with roughly double PonSnow's score right now, half of higher ACK and higher combo. Kajodenn slightly over-aiming that slider head though. Will PonSnow be able to bring this back? The DT modifier multiplier is pretty high, but I don't know if his ACK is enough. The score gap is shrinking, but I don't think... Oh wait, with Kajodenn breaking again, there might be just enough map? No, there isn't. Ah. 34k difference between the two players. Just Kajodenn's slightly higher AC again at the beginning, carrying him through on this map. This one definitely could have gone either way. And after that, Kajodenn's pick once more to try and extend his lead. Yes, we did see a free mod 2 ban from PonSnow. So to reiterate, the bans were Kajodenn, Hard Rock 3, DT3, PonSnow, free mod 2, Hidden 2. And we see a no mod 4 pick from Kajodenn, the second no mod pick in a row. And this one is an interesting one. In my opinion, this is one of the harder maps of the pool. It's definitely very aimey, and there's a level of finesse required to play this map that the previous No Mod 4s haven't really seen. To answer your question, Blair, no. I played the Among Us map in the meme show match against Aqua. I played Quo Vadis against you, and I got rolled. I got rolled on Quo Vadis both times. And I believe you see the MP start command, so we will be heading into the No Mod 4, Hypersonic. Kajodenn definitely one of the best tech players in this tournament. PonSnow has definitely put up a couple of good tech players, but not as comfortable as Kajodenn. As I say that, both players slider breaking on the same slider. Both players with the exact same accuracy as well. Going into this first Ki, it's anyone's game. Both players dropping a bit of accuracy. PonSnow breaking on those stacked doubles though. That's going to really help Kajodenn build his score on this map. And both players actually comboing the remainder of that rhythmic section. And Kajodenn actually drops the FC. PonSnow with around a 200 combo advantage. Unfortunately, AC is quite a bit lower, around 7 points, so he does have his work cut out for him. And Kajodenn continuing to build his combo back up. Not given an inch. And that will be the map. Once more, I think we just see this story over and over again where Kajodenn breaks right before the end, but just his earlier scores just carrying him through. And that will be a No Mod 1 pick from PonSnow. We're seeing a lot of No Mod in this player. Between these two players, no one wanting to risk mods into each other. This map's an interesting one. We went with a pretty fast Nomad one this week, almost 200 BPM. And obviously, it is an aim consistency map, so we'll be seeing quite a bit of jumps, a few tappings, a couple triples. Nothing these players can't do though. This one, I think, will come down to nerve control. Both of these players are definitely mechanically capable of playing it, but can they control their nerves and not shake off the circles? I believe that one of the players may have crashed out of the lobby. Here we go. Nomad 1. 4 out of the 5 picks so far have been Nomad picks. So they've played every single Nomad except for the Nomad 3, which is still open. So will we get to see a Nomad 3 after this? We could. PonSnow could pick it, like it is an option. I think he'll probably try to not go for another Nomad in a row though. Oh, it's Kajodenn's pick next. Silly me. Kajodenn is pretty strong mechanically. He probably won't go for something like an alt map. Both players looking pretty comfortable in this Nomad 1. As I say that, PonSnow breaks. I think just tapping a little too late. Right now, at the break, the 70k difference between these two is probably mostly a combo diff. Kajodenn does have around 1.5 points of an ACK advantage. At this stage, it won't make that big of a difference, but it'll definitely add up over time, especially if he can continue to hold this combo advantage as well. He's around double PonSnow's combo. PonSnow breaks once more. Definitely not what you want to see at the halfway point of this match. And Kajodenn finally drops his FC, but 460k almost at the 2/3 mark. He's definitely set himself up in a good position. All he needs to do is just combo the rest of this map, and he can definitely win this point. PonSnow dropping a bit of ACK there. Kajodenn drops again. I don't think it'll matter though. PonSnow does have the ACK and the combo, but there just isn't enough map left to take this over. We see the score gap shrinking, but as Kajoden's score approaches 600k, unfortunately there just isn't much PonSnow can do. And that will be a 5th point to Kajodenn. Really respectable scores from both players. Great act, great combos. Just a couple of unfortunate breaks on PonSnow's side. And next up, it will be Kajodenn's pick. What will he pick to try to bring this home? He has picked 2 no mods in a row, so he cannot pick another no mod. I think that most likely, there it is, the hidden pick. Kajodenn definitely the strongest hidden player in this tournament, and he is looking to take advantage of it. This song is a banger. I love Phony. Please pull it more. Smile. This map's an interesting one, because the aim on it is just slightly awkward enough to make the players uncomfortable, and then adding a layer of hidden on top of it makes the hidden illiterate really struggle on this map. The density should be alright, especially since it's not CS3, it's CS4. However, players that aren't too proficient in hidden most likely won't have a good time on this map. Our seed number 1, chatting in the stream chat instead of readying up in match. You love to see it. He was too busy chatting. Oh my god, is that a reference to OCL Semifinals? Nope, free mod 2? No way. Chatting aside, we see the MP start command, so we will be heading into the 6th map of this match. Phony. Banger. Please pull Phony more. Both players hitting the intro section, although PonSnow has bled a bit of AC. It seems like both of these players are definitely at least acquainted with hidden. Kajodenn definitely looks to be the more comfortable on this map though. PonSnow building his AC back up though, up from a 88 to a 93. And he does unfortunately tap too early, I think, dropping the first break on this map. And he finds another break, unfortunately. However, they are going into this rhythmic section, which is so just challenging to combo. And we see PonSnow dropping in the tapping section. Y'all, I think Kajodenn can play hidden. That break was not long enough for players to be able to see the leaderboard though, so they really have no idea how each other are doing unless they're one of those psychos that plays with the crown on. And yeah, it seems like Kajodenn's just gonna keep hanging on to that FC. Doesn't seem like he wants to drop any points here. Was that a matcho break from PonSnow? And yeah, that's gonna be an FC from Kajodenn. And that will also be him taking the match. Over 1 million score on that map. Well played. And really well played to both players as well. PonSnow definitely putting up some really, really good matches and like really good scores. I think unfortunately the map length just got to him, especially on like the Nomad 2. And if the map had been slightly longer on a couple of those picks, he definitely could have taken those points.